Something about your hands on my body.
To one thing or another and determine what a healthy attachment would look like for you. Perfectionism. When we expect that our work must be perfect the first time we do it, we end up getting into a cycle of perfectionism. Perfectionism isn't actually wanting everything to be right. It's not a good thing. In fact, it is a hindering thing because it sets us up for unrealistic expectations about what we are capable of or what the outcomes of our lives could be.
I didn't actually mean to listen to this book on the way here. The Mountain Is You is a book that I listen to, if not at least once a year, every other year, as a really good Sabotage-y, where you at refresher. And there are a few books I keep on heavy rotation like this, and this is one of them. And I listen to it often because, for a few reasons, for just educational reasons, and I like to talk about sabotaging our success and the ways that it shows up, like perfectionism, like resistance. But in addition to that, I like to just do a chin check on myself. Like, have you really resolved your own issues with sabotage? And have you replaced it with another one? And one that I have seen really swelling up in me most lately, is resistance. And she was just talking about it. Perfectionism is one I used to suffer from. Girl, if it was not perfect, you weren't going to see from me. Like, you couldn't catch a video from me if I didn't think it was perfect. And then I look back at the perfect video that I had curated and be like, that was perfect to you. Like, that was, yeah. So what we thought was perfect then may not even be perfect months later. And yet it took us forever, and we re-recorded it and we tried again. And I wanted the perfect outfit, and I wanted the perfect relationship, and I wanted whatever it is where we really find ourselves getting into that nitty-gritty of like, it's got to be perfect. Oftentimes you look back at it and you're like, it's not even I call this absolutely perfect then, and I don't even like it today. This happens to a lot of creatives, individuals who are real sensitive about their craft. But like I was starting to say, I'm switching topics, but I am in this season of resistance. Things that I know I need to do, I'm finding myself resistant to doing. And I shared with you guys last week about my decision to close my coaching community, and the amount of resistance that I had towards closing it. I don't want to say pathetic, but it was unfortunate. God told me that I needed to close it. He told me that he had something bigger and ready for me. And I didn't want to do it. And so I sabotaged the success that I could have had because I was resistant to doing what God asked me to do. And I just look at the time and time again that I do that same behavior. I have been, you all have been asking for an in-person event since my last in-person event in 2023. And I've been resistant to doing it for a myriad of reasons, but mostly coming back to the perfectionism. Will it be right? How will they show up? Will they enjoy their time? What should I have there? I have the amount of ideas that I have for an in-person event are endless. My resistance to the fear of failure is what's holding me back. My resistance to the idea of me putting it out there and saying, hey girls, there's a link in my description, for the wait list, sign up. We're having, our small retreats on this date, this date, this date. I feel that resistance of like, but what if no one says they're gonna come? But what if all the brand deals that I have lined up? So wait a second, let me say this. The amount of brands that have reached out to me about doing another retreat and being a part of it is crazy. And my idea is like, okay, but it's been so much time since they said that they wanted to sponsor an event. What if they've changed their mind? And just ruminating on the what ifs and maybe nots, and what if I try and it doesn't happen, just holds us back from the things that God has planned for us. And so I'm glad that I'm listening to this book. I did not mean to listen to it on the way to go get my toenails done. And I just pulled up at Sephora, and I'm gonna step into Kohls. In my city, the Kohls and Sephora are together. But I didn't mean to listen to the book on the way here, but now it's just got me really thinking about what our saboteurs are. How do we sabotage ourselves? What success is on the other side of our most dangerous thoughts? We think these things are going to blow up in our face, and we feel like it has to be perfect, and we feel like, our upper limits are unattainable. But really, it is nothing but the enemy that would just love to keep us distracted. If he could keep us distracted and in denial and resentful and fearful, he wins. Distraction is the one that he wins on the most, because the moment we pick up our phones and we have these things that we want to do, that's the time the devil really wins. Because gosh, if we would just stay focused on the things we were supposed to do, how much more could we accomplish in a day? It's ridiculous. So I'm ranting a little bit, but I just hearing that was so good. I clearly, I guess I needed it. You know how when you get in the car, your the last thing you were listening to plays automatically. So I guess that was what I needed on the ride here, but it was not my intention to get all theoretical on you guys, but here we are. I'm going to list the saboteurs according to the mountain as you on the screen. And in the comment section, I want you to identify your saboteur. I say it all the time. You can't change anything unless you acknowledge that it exists. And this is not different. You have to be able to acknowledge that I sabotage my success in these following areas. Maybe it's plural, maybe it's singular. But when you do it, when you know what that saboteur is, when you see yourself doing it, it makes you stop. And one of the ways that I have stopped is that I have decided to have an event this year. And for some of you all, specifically the ones that were in my community, Clickish, I've already sent out invitations to you guys because I don't want to create this event by myself. I'm like, where do you want to go? What do you want to experience? How much do you want to pay? When do you want it to be? Like, I could make up all these details myself, but honey, I would like to know when you want to be there and where you want to go, so that I make sure and curate the most amazing experience for you. So I've gotten a lot of good responses. I've gotten some real good details, but I need some more. I want to make sure that I'm nailing it down. So I've left an interest form. I think I'm going to leave an interest form below, or it may be a survey. I'm not sure which one I'm going to leave below. It may be an interest form, so that if you are interested, you can get on my email list, so that if you would like to join the wait list for the 2026 or 27 in-person event, you can go ahead and let me know. But I'm not sure which list I'm going to leave down there, but make sure you click around down there to find out. But I've just really have decided to stop allowing my resistant saboteur to sabotage my success. I've got to move forward. I've got to do what God has just called me to do. He's given me the space. He's given me an amazing community, and he's given me a desire to want to help women to reach their goals. Gosh, that feels so good to say. I'm really, listen, perimenopause and me, honey, I just got teary-eyed saying that. It's ridiculous. The hormones, honey. Speaking of hormones, I got a full-on pimple. I mean, a jumbotron. Like, I haven't had a pimple like this since like 7th grade. I'm not even joking. So this is clearly hormonal. I'm just right in line with where I'm supposed to be in this season of my life, I guess, because she just popped up out of nowhere. And of course, I've been picking at it and doing all the things I'm not supposed to do. And it is so irritating. It's like weird. The skin right here feels broken and callous. Y'all, when you sit in a parking lot, you see how reckless people drive. I mean, I've seen almost 2 car accidents where people drive across the parking lot. Like, does that seem like that makes sense to you? You have no people come up the lane, and then you're going to go just driving straight across. This Altima just was driving fast, and this GMC truck had to, put on power brakes. That's ridiculous. I'm going to go in the store and be safe. Y'all come with me. When I go in there, I'm going to Sephora to look around, but I'm going to Kohls to get some new dog walking shoes. I took a picture of my shoes the other day because I wanted to see like where they were sold, because the last place I purchased them was in Target, but I don't go to Target no more. You guys, I've not been inside a Target since the holidays, Christmas time, 2024. I stopped going to Target in 2025, and January was, I guess, this is when we decided to boycott. Well, when they decided to lose their mind, and I just never went back. I didn't have any Target runs that January before I decided to boycott them, and I've not been back, and I don't miss it. It's not even a thing for me. But I needed some more shoes that I got from there to go walk my dog during the day. And I took a Google shot of it. You know how you can like use the camera thing? And they said they had them at Kohls for like $6. I was like, shoot, yeah. And when's the last time y'all been in Kohls? Are y'all going in Kohls? I haven't been inside of a Kohls in forever. Well, let me not say that. I've been inside the Kohls because I've been inside of the Sephora here, but I've not looked inside the Kohls store. I just go straight to where I'm supposed to be and come out. But I'm gonna look around. I want to see what kind of, like, maybe they got some cute clothes in there. To have shoes for $6 just makes me intrigued. Like, what else y'all got going on in here? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go and mess around and find out, and of course I'm gonna take y'all with me. Well, we're not starting out strong at all in Kohls. But hopefully it gets better. This is my first step onto the carpet. Are these capris? Okay, capris. I saw Rihanna in some capris. I didn't like it that much, but I guess some cut off capris are in, huh? Mercy. No. Look, they got a black mannequin. I haven't been outside in way too long to not see that she's like real brown skin. She's not even like light skinned mannequin. Okay. I like that. Okay, things are getting a little bit better. I'm seeing a few things. I'm gonna pick up some things and try it on. Before we get into these outfits from Kohls, let's just take a moment for what I'm wearing. I got this outfit from Spanx. Of the whole thing, the pants are my absolute favorite. I wear these all the time. I have them in so many colors. This top, I don't think they sell it anymore. It's ribbed, cropped top, but I will link something similar to it because I love this top. So there's a YouTube channel called What I Wore to the Store, and I love her channel so much because she's helped me to be able to find my 3 words. So my 3 words, well, this girl came up with this concept of like finding your 3 words, and that'll tell you what you should wear all the time. So like you have a practical word, an aspirational word, and an emotional word, and mine is classic, sexy, and feminine, and in that order. And this dress actually gives like the feminine vibes. Like, she's pretty feminine. She's not very sexy. I did open up the bottom so that it kind of gave a little bit of thigh. You know, like you can wear this to church, but you gotta have to, you know, close up that button before you head up to the altar, right? But it is so cute. It's, you know, I'm gonna rate everything. So I would rate that dress out of a 5. I would probably get it a 4. If it was the only thing in the store, I would buy it. So this dress is a 1. This is a small, and I don't get the shape. Like, that top doesn't tie or button or anything. It just flaps open like that with like the ruffles around your neck. The drop waist, the pleated situation, the length is fine, but it just doesn't do anything. Like, the sleeves are dumb. That top is weird. So this dress, I really liked it. This is a medium in this dress, and I couldn't find a small because I would have gotten that. I feel like it would have fit like in office spaces really well, but it's kind of linen-y, and I like the cut on the top. I like the pattern. It just gives resort, free, sit by the pool, maybe even a brunch, a really easy casual brunch with your girls. Definitely not those shoes that I have on. Those shoes were good for the pants I wear, but they're not going good with any of these dresses. But I'm not going to be barefoot on Kohls dressing room floor. Just not going to do it. But I'll give this dress maybe a 3. You know, she's cute. Maybe a 4. I'm not being so cutely about my ratings. I mean, she has a little zazazoo. Now this dress I thought was cute. It has an elastic waist to it. It zips the top. I wish it zipped at the bottom as well, so you could create like your own sexy, like lift it up a little bit. The polka dots were cute. Did it have pockets? No, it didn't. Does it have pockets? Hold on. Nope, it does have pockets. Yes. I like the top of it, how it's kind of like cap sleeve. You can give it a little bit of sexy, if those are one of your words. I liked this dress. I would give this dress a 5. I didn't have anything terribly wrong with it. This is a size small. If you were in Kohls and you had some Kohls cash and you needed to cash out, this would be great. I mean, I will say Kohls did not blow me away with anything that they had in there, like at all. Like this dress is just okay. I think you could find this dress in a number of places. We've seen it before. It has kind of like the drop waist or like the flouncy around the bottom with this scrunchy material. I don't know if I like this amount of scrunch on the material because it just looks wrinkled. Like it's not actually doing like a scrunchy thing. It just looks like it was folded up or kind of like rolled up and you pull it out and put it on. But it's cute. I like the ties around the shoulders and but that wrinkle, nah. I mean, this is gonna have to hit it iron. I would probably press all those wrinkles out because I just don't think it's supposed to look like that. But this is for something, an event. I mean, you can go somewhere in that. You can just put it on. Now this, I like. I love pink, first of all. So if to know me is to know I love pink. I don't know when that started. This has like 3 close buttons with like cinches in the top, in like the waist. This is a size small. I like the collar that it has. It stands up really well. It's easy. This is just an easy dress. You could wear it to work. You could wear it to church. You can wear it out if you're going out with your girls. It's gonna need some accessories to kind of help it out a little bit, but it has a really good fit to it. I don't have any negative things to say about it. I give this dress an easy 5. It fits. It ticks all of my boxes. It's classic. It's sexy. It's feminine. So if you've ever thought about looking at your 3 words, I love this idea because it really does help it helps you to keep the words in mind when you're shopping for yourself. Like your practical, your aspirational, and your emotional words. Look it up, Google it, or you better yet, go to What I Wore to the Store, go to her YouTube page, take the quiz, find your 3 words so that every time you walk into the store, you know exactly what you should wear as well. Like it just makes it so much easier. One thing I don't understand about pillows is that they give you these like sham sets. Like you get the comforter and the pillow shams and all the things, and then none of these pillows fit the pillowcases. My pillows are so small, like they're like these. Look, I need a pillow that's like 4 times this size to fit that pillowcase. I don't understand where I'm supposed to get them from. I also haven't tried really hard, but I'm just trying to figure out whose pillow fits that when every pillow in the store that I've been seeing, these little small, regular, I guess you call them standard pillows. We're gonna have to figure that out. There's some cute shams that come with like the sets that I get. I get the set because I want the bed made and all the, the pretty pillows to match it. And then the pillow, look, here are all the sets. Now these sets don't look that great, but they have all these sets with these big old pillowcases in it and not a single pillow in this store to fit it. Yes, I'm clearly looking in the wrong place. So I think I told you guys I'm looking for some dog walking shoes. I wear these like Birkenstock dupes every time I take my dog for a walk because they're plastic. You can, if you get grass on them, like if the grass is wet, you can rinse them off. They're mildly comfortable. Look at these shoes. You guys, that is that Monica shoe where she was sitting on that curb. I mean, I just know it is because wait a minute. This shoe, did y'all see this? This mule looking shoe is $79. That shoe is not cute at all. That round toe. So no sandals were cute. All that bedazzly, glittery stuff. I was like, Kohls, we gotta do better. Here are the shoes I came in here for. The price was not on it whenever I got there. so I didn't know how much they cost until I got to the register, but they were the price I thought they were going to be. So of course that made me happy. I was over the moon to pick up some shoes for like $6. And the lady was like, do you have a Kohls card? And I was like, no. She was like, so before I go into Sephora, I'm gonna play this Instagram video I posted. This girl DM'd me and asked me, how can I afford so much skincare? I loved the question. So I honestly feel like this is a fair question. What isn't fair is I've been gatekeeping how I get skincare, beauty, hair care products, all the trending brands for just $25 a month inside of my Allure Beauty box. Every single month, they send me products that I cannot live without anymore. They come inside of my box, delivered to my front door. I'm talking about products that cost hundreds of dollars by themselves for just $25. And the part that I love the most is that when I fall in love with a product, I don't have to worry about having to pay full price for it again. I can simply go to the member store and find any of these products on extreme sale. And I'm not talking about a 10% discount. I'm talking about 25 and sometimes 50% off. Full size products, and every single month I am never disappointed. I've been wanting to try this Makeup by Mario Bronzing Sculpting Serum for months. You guys know how I feel about a bronzy look. Honey, imagine my surprise whenever she came in my box this month. Quality hair care, skincare, and beauty come to your door every single month inside of your Allure Beauty box. So yes, I have been caught gatekeeping. Okay, I know that sounded like an ad for this channel or like for my YouTube channel or even for Instagram. I promise it wasn't. I just absolutely love my Allure box because do you remember this? This was in the box that I got it for $25 and it's $22 in the store. This right here, I probably get Glow Recipe once a quarter in the Allure box, $36 by itself. I get it in the Allure box for $25. It is the very best value on the market. The girl asked me the question and I was like, honey, let me just break it down to you. I pay $25 a month, $27 to be exact with shipping. It comes to my house once a month. I'm able to select colors and shades, things that I really like, skincare that I'm really into, or beauty products sent to my door every single month for $25. I've been a member of the Allure box for years. And like I said in that reel, the thing that I like the most is that when I find a product that I love, like this Tula, I will go to the member store and buy it again, but it is on real discount. Like it'll be like 50% off. So if in store it's $36, 30 some dollars, I'll get it for 15 bucks. Like that's the type of deal you want, honey. Now this, I've heard so many good things about that skincare. I don't know if you guys have tried it. I've got this in my Allure box. You guys, that's $80 in the background. It costs $80. I got a full bottle, and they send full size products. I'm not talking about in a little tester. Glycolic acid, all of the things, the hyaluronic acid, they have 2 sizes of this. I definitely think if you have any like hyperpigmentation, anything like that, any back knee, or any like skin issues, Ordinary has a really good body care line. I'm really loving their body care line right now. Just because we just have like discoloration between our thighs and on our knees and elbows. It's really, really good to clear a lot of those things up. Just going through some of my favorite products, some of which I get in my Allure box, some of which I have purchased on my own because I absolutely love them. This is one of the products that I get full size, probably once a quarter in my Allure box, $42 by itself in the box for $25, with 5 or 6 other large products. So Tatcha, get it in my Allure box. I mean, y'all, I'm talking about $100 products. This was another one. I love Anastasia's brow, everything. So she gets it. When it comes to brows, she just gets it. This is what she does. I love her products. If you guys have never tried her products before, you definitely have to. This is the mascara combo that I'm always using. Now this I got off a TikTok shop. I should sell it on my shop, but I'm really bad with TikTok. I don't know what the problem is. I'm making sure that I still love this Libre, and I do. I still love it. She's just so good. I love this scent so much. Cole said it works for TJ Maxx, so we're gonna do it too. Putting all these things right before you leave, so you can be like, oh, I've been wanting to try that moisturizer and that body lotion. They get me every time, and of course I need some more makeup maneuvers. Of course. They know exactly what to do. I'm not mad at them for copying TJ Maxx. And they have a long one too. It winds and winds and winds. Look, ends in with candy. And then we gotta love some jelly bellies.
person that I've ever been with. It's something about the way you just feel me. And it's a feeling that I never could forget. 'Cause you got a feel, and it's all that I need in my life. And though we may grow, I don't know why we grow apart. But baby, I need you. I breathe you. You're turning my heart on too. Baby, I see you. I see you. I see you. First we agreed that we'd be better off as friends, so I delete every message that we sent. Hate to believe it, but it's true. I tried to move on with somebody less like you, but now we back up in the red. And I find myself reading comments again, and then we end up in each other's heads. I guess it all makes sense, 'cause it ends like this. Saying you gotta feel, and it's all that I need in my life. You got that feel, it's all that I need in my life.
Good morning, Ambition Babes. I am so excited to do my makeup with you all today because I used to be a makeup artist in another life. Very long time ago, back in the early 2000s, for the 2000, I used to work for MAC. And it's really funny because nobody would know. The way that I will do a natural beats, the way that I stand for a demure, very toned down, very bronzy, very toasty makeup look, y'all would never know I could do a beat, like a crease cut, like all the things. But I've hung up my brushes so long ago. But you guys, this Zendaya look is super trendy. I think it is so pretty. It is so like light and all the pretty girly things. And so I thought I would recreate it with you guys while we chit chat. Because yesterday I started a conversation with you guys about Sabotage, and I definitely did not mean to have The Mountain Is You playing in the background, because she's my think book. So I split up my reading. So in the morning I will do more of like my self-help, guidance, business, finance, learning, level up. That's my morning time. When I'm walking, when I'm meal prepping, when I'm doing those things, that's what I love to listen to. And then in the evenings, if I have the chance, I love to pleasure read. So I just finished Score by Kennedy Ryan. If you guys have not read it, it is so good. Oh, she's just such a good author. She's an amazing writer. The story was fantastic. I have a book club. We call it a book club, but it's just two of us. I don't think that really, is actually a book club, but it's just the two of us. And we're friends from high school. We reconnected on Instagram maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And for the past maybe 2 years, we have a book club of 2. And we have a rubric that we go by whenever we are doing like our book reviews. So we talk about the things that we loved about the book, what we didn't like, and the parts that we would rewrite, or like even the parts that we didn't like, or like the parts they could have just left out. Like, where was the storyline going? But honestly, the darn Score was so good. It was really hard to rate like what I would have left out of the book. If you guys have read the book, you guys gotta drop down in the chat so we can chit chat about it, because it was just so beautifully written. It touched on so many topics that I think are just so important. I mean, she went deep into mental health and the ways that we secretly struggle with mental health issues and how it manifests in our when it manifests, how it shows up, and how we then deal with it, and the silent pain that some of us experience by not feeling like we can talk about it, or feeling like we're going to be judged, or what happens whenever it affects my work and, it takes me off my game. Oh, it was gorgeous. It was a beautiful book. If you've not read Score by Kennedy Ryan, 10 out of 10, highly, highly, highly recommend. If you have read it, definitely drop down in the chat so we can talk about it, but no major spoilers for my girlies who haven't read it. But, we can just tap in just enough to make them want to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? I'm actually an audiobook girly myself because I do a lot of busy work, like, editing this in the background, returning these emails, and it just works for me. I have not been a reader since I had to read, like when I was doing Book It and reading is fundamentals back in the day. Like, y'all remember those things when we had to read the books and we wanted the stickers so we can get the personal pan pizza? That was the last time that I was trying to sit down and read a book. And I come from a family of readers. My husband is an avid reader. We have a full library. And honey, I am like a Love Island girl, right? But when it comes to, and no shade to Love Island, but like, I just like to have mindless entertainment. But when it comes to audiobooks, I found till about 2 years ago that I could consume an audiobook like nobody's business. While I'm walking, running errands, doing the quiet task, I can kill it. And Score was one that really got me. I also just read Kin, spelled Kin, like next of kin. Oh, we talk about a book had me crying, just in my feelings days later. It is, I guess we can call it a historical fiction. May not have even been fiction. But I believe that it was so good. I love reading. I love reading books that I can see myself in. Like if I can take myself into that moment, if I can see myself with that character, and this book was about two girls who were cradle friends, that they grew up together without a mother. One young lady's mother died, and the other woman's mother abandoned her as a child, and they were raised by surrogates essentially. And it takes place in Louisiana in, I don't know what year it was, 30s, 40s, 50s, somewhere in there, 50s. Because they reference Martin Luther King. They went to Spelman. One of them went to Spelman. One of them went on they had like these, cross country lives because they had same upbringing, different flight in life. And then how that played out and what that looked like. Oh girl, the book was so good. If you've read Kin, y'all, please drop down in the chat. We got to talk about it. And I'm about to pick up another book. I don't know what else I'm going to be reading, but I said all that to say I got off on a tangent, but I was really just thinking about Score and my way of sabotaging my success. Like the book and the way that she was sabotaging herself. Again, I'm not giving anything away, but she needed help. And the thing is that oftentimes we feel like we got it. I can figure it out because we figure out everything. I'm going to try to do my makeup while I talk to you guys. If you have ever watched any of my Get Ready With Me's when I do makeup, it's rare that I finish the whole look in the chat because I get to sitting back talking, and y'all know I talk with my hands. I get to thinking, but I'm really going to try my best. So, in the book, she needed help, and I just know how that feels. To need help, to need guidance, to need support, and to not feel like you can trust anybody else with whatever it is. With a mental health secret, you don't feel as if you can trust anybody with what's going on with you emotionally. If it is your finances. Girl, we did not grow up talking about money. Like, nowhere and in nobody's life did we grow up being able to be like, oh yeah, this is how much I make a year. This is how much my mortgage is, and this is my pay. We didn't grow up like that. And so because it was a secret, the secret kind of built a lot of shame around it. And that is something that I talk a lot about, you know, especially on this channel, but it's something that I'm always working to combat because it's not healthy. Everybody else talks about money. There's a whole YouTube channel videos dedicated to like, they interview people on the street. What's your salary and what do you do? Because then if we don't ever talk about it, then we don't know, am I not making enough? Like even as a content creator, I wonder often, are these brands getting over? When I tell you, I know they're getting over on me. Like, and it feels horrible. You know what I mean? But we don't have anywhere to go, no one to talk to, no one to ask. And what I did find as I am about to use this Morphe palette and stop yapping so much, and put on some, because did I tell you guys I'm doing Zendaya's look? Did I say that part? Look, here's that perimenopause brain. Y'all, I've been recording for 9 minutes. I should be able to remember what I was saying 9 minutes ago. I have no clue. I think I said it. I'm going to do Zendaya's look because it's super trending right now. I was like, it's so soft. Used to be a makeup artist. Okay, it's coming back. Yes. I'm going to do her look today. And I rarely, when I say rare, y'all have never seen me in a real beat. Y'all have never seen it. But we're going to do it today. We're going to do it together. And it still is soft. Like, this is still a soft beat. This is not about to be any like cut crease, glammy, you know, zhuzh, zazazoo. But it was just so pretty and just so appropriate for like the dress and the situation. I just thought it was gorgeous. So we're going to do it today. But back to what I was saying. Help. Yes. Y'all, we don't ask for it, and we have not because we ask not. And one of the things and the absolute reason that I created Ambition GPT is that I needed help to be able to reach my goals. I mean, I needed help to be able to understand what to do next. I can set a goal. I can set big, hairy, audacious goals. I mean, and the goal setting process does not scare me. I started the Ambition Planner because I was setting really vague goals. You guys hear me talk about these vague goals all the time. Like, what's the point of that? I want to lose weight. Girl, very good. How much? By when? What you going to do to lose the weight? Are you going to take a GLP-1? Are you going to sign up for Fridays? Which is the GLP-1 company that I use, which I absolutely love. Make sure that you drop down in the chat, go in that description section and take $150 off your first order because you need help. We need support. We need a system. We're not meant to do this by ourselves. And I say it every single video, but honey, I mean it with my whole heart. We were never meant to do this alone. What if you had someone to tell you exactly what to do to reach your goals? And I can't make myself say the word guarantee because there's nothing guaranteed in this world, especially if you don't show up. Okay, because then y'all be trying to blame me whenever y'all don't show up. Y'all be like, I bought Ambition GPT and it didn't help me reach my goals. And I can look and say, okay, well, let's walk through the process. Because how many days did you actually log in and do the things? And it'd be like, you know, we start on a 90-day process. So we set 90-day goals. Of course, it turns over every 90 days. You got 90 days. You have 12 weeks. And it says you signed in 3 of the 12 weeks. Like, girl, of course you didn't reach your goals. But that is exactly why. We get overwhelmed. We get overworked. And when we start getting in that headspace, when our mind starts to get the best of us, we can't stay focused. But even before the focus, even before any of those things, I have literally consulted hundreds of women who are super ambitious. I mean, when I tell you women that are like, yes, I've been, making 8 figures for the past 12 years. I'm ready to level up. I'm ready to acquire a new business. I'm ready to scale. I'm ready to sell my company. It's time for my exit. I mean, some women that are absolutely rock stars in their industry, but they don't know what to do after they have the goal. What do I do next? Where do I start? And what would happen is that I, as their consultant, could only help them so far. I could sit on the call. We could have our hour chat. We could meet once a week. But as soon as they got off the phone, they were like, what'd you say? What'd you say we're supposed to do next? What am I supposed to do now? What am I supposed to do a week after we spoke and I wasn't able to meet during our scheduled conversation? What am I supposed to do now that I decided to change directions? Oh, because I made a mistake and got in the shower, and that's where all the very best ideas are bloomed and blossomed. I got in that shower, baby, and my mind started being like, oh, what you should do is this, and what you could do is that, and oh, actually, you've never even considered doing the other. because that's what happens. And so between our conversations, when I would meet with my clients, the next time we would have a session, they would be on a whole nother trajectory. Girl, like we never talked about whatever that business idea was the week before. And I love that. That is how it's supposed to be. You're supposed to always be inventing and reinventing yourself and pivoting and thinking about more and what are you going to do next? But when I can't be there, it's hard. When you want me to be able to help to lead you or to support you or to be able to make suggestions, and I can't be there day after day, it makes it so difficult, which is why I trained Ambition GPT to be my voice when I'm not in the room. It is not, you know, I've had so many people are like, okay, great. I love the idea. Great concept. How's it different from ChatGPT? Yeah, girl, ChatGPT doesn't talk like me. She doesn't consult like me. She doesn't know what I've known. She doesn't experience what I've experienced. Furthermore, ChatGPT also cannot keep time. Have you guys ever gone on like Claude or Chat or Gemini and have asked it to help you with something, and the very next day or like an hour later, they're like, okay, so yesterday we did da-da-da-da-da. Girl, that was not yesterday. That was an hour and a half ago. Like, what are you talking about? I created Ambition GPT to keep time because I wanted it to be able to tell you exactly what to do every single day and never repeat a step. That's why I said it's a guarantee. It's guaranteed, but I can't say guarantee, you know, because I don't want no problems. But it's a guarantee that if you follow the rules, if you log in every day, even if you don't log in every day, but even if you log in when you say you're going to log in, she's going to be right there telling you exactly what to do for that day in order to reach your goals at the end of the 90 days. I can't make it be any better than that, baby. How many of us have just wanted so desperately to be able to reach the finish line on something? Have set these big old goals up, have decided, got the vision board, all the things, had the whole the charcuterie board set out for your girlfriends. Y'all sat around and did all your vision boards, vision cash, you prayed over it, and then you just didn't know what to do next. It's not because you didn't have any motivation. It's not because you didn't have the discipline. It's not because you're a bad person. You just didn't know. And we truly don't know what to do. So that is why I trained Dia to be able to tell you exactly what to do. You show up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, she's going to be standing right there waiting for you to be able to say, okay, girl, this is how you're going to do. This is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to show up. This is what comes next. This is what comes first. And if you don't work on Sunday, she's not going to give you days of the week that you don't work. In the settings, you can set the days that you want to work. You want it light. You want it heavy. Oh, you're getting towards the end. You're on the 70th day of this 90-day challenge. We're about to push. We're about to get real serious over these next few weeks. And before you can move on, she's going to ask you, did you do what you were supposed to do yesterday? Tell me whenever you logged in ChatGPT and it asked you that. It can't. She can't do it. She can't do it. And so that is what makes Dia, and Dia is the coach inside of Ambition GPT. She's basically my clone. This is how I trained her. It's what Dia does for you inside of Ambition GPT, but it is truly what I was missing personally in my glow up journey, and what I just saw so many women missing. We want it so desperately. We just don't know what to do. And we're not supposed to. We are restaurant owners. We are childcare providers. We are dentists. We are authors. We're out here doing the job that we're supposed to do. We're not business consultants and coaches. Like, you're supposed to just sit at the foot of somebody else and be like, okay, what's next? What's next? Now, after that, what ingredient am I supposed to put in there now? No, that's not how it works. But we just haven't had the luxury of having someone with the experience tell you what to do. And so with everything that I know, and of course, with the support of every single inch of technology that is out there, I've built a monster, honey. She is so good. She's going to be able to just guide you, tell you what you need to do, tell you how to do it next, tell you what to do after that. And then you're going to actually be able to see yourself reach the goal. You're going to be able to witness yourself actually show up and do these things that you said you were going to do. That is amazing. Watching the women, hearing the transformations that you all give, watching my own transformation. Because you guys, you have to remember, I don't sell anything I don't use. I never will. I have changed my life. I've changed my finances. I've changed my mindset, because every single day I need the support that I offered it. I need the support that I trained Dia to give to others. I needed it for myself. I don't have the answers. I have absolutely no clue. How is it that I'm going to even be able to scale this business? I sat on the edge of my couch and created this Ambition GPT in September. We're coming up on a year, which is crazy. September of last year. What's next? What do we do now? Oh, maybe we should contact Google and have them buy it. Maybe we should continue to scale and keep it B2C, just between you and I. Maybe we should diversify it and have it be an app that's available in iOS and in Android stores. I'll read your comments, girls. I've been reading your comments and I know that's what you want next. Why wouldn't we do that? Why wouldn't we offer you that? Okay, we're about to get into the beautiful part of this makeup look. That white inner corner that she does. I just did a really like soft brownie on the outside. It's kind of giving like a purple glaze to it right now because I just need to blend it in. And then a little teeny taupe on the lid. I'm going in with a white. It is a MAC, it's called Blanc type. Y'all, I don't know if MAC even sells this color anymore. Should I be putting it on my eye? Now, mind you, this is a brand new palette. Like I probably used it 3 or 4 times. It's dusty around the edges, but this has not even been dipped in for real. Like, look how new she is. She's so good. But because I've rarely used it, I've been like, there ain't nothing wrong with this makeup. I'm not sure. I was looking for the expiration. You know how it'll say like discard after 12 months. It doesn't have it on the back. Doesn't mean that I should. Doesn't mean that I shouldn't. Anything for the gram. We're going to go ahead and go in with this eyeshadow, honey. Now, the placement on this is extremely important and I'm not really trying to mess it up. So I'm going to stop yapping and I'm going to act like I am a former pro makeup artist who actually needs to close their mouth and concentrate. Okay, I'm going to give you guys the end of this story because it's quite funny. I should have never put this white on my eyelid. Honey, it tore my eye up. It was watering. It was red. I had to wipe it off, put it back on. It wouldn't stay. It slipped all over my face. But I did finally complete the look. It may have taken 45 minutes just to get the inner corner done. And at the end of it, you guys have to see how bad it looks. I can't stop digging in my eye. I can't stop patting it. It was so pathetic. The moral of this story is, honey, don't use expired products on your face. A bad idea. Bad idea. And amateur move. I know better. I knew, but I said it. I was like, I'm going to just anything for the gram. Probably got a sty. Probably going to have pink eye tomorrow. All because I decided to put this white stuff in the corner of my eye. 100% do not recommend. Was not worth it. And I didn't even like the way the look came out. I don't even like it. I don't like anything about it. And the fact that it took so long made it even worse. Now listen, let me just tell you, I will use a MAC lip liner until I can barely hold it anymore. As long as I can get it in the sharpener and get 2 little turns on it, I'm going to use it up. I love her down. This is Cork liner by MAC and my favorite lipstick. I can't remember the name of it. Hold on, what is the name? Kinda Sexy is the name of that lipstick. I love that lipstick so much. No, sometimes I can find it at a pro store. I'm going to link it below if I can find it. Y'all look at me still petting this eye. When I tell you this was the worst idea ever, y'all, I'll never do this again. Y'all, it's definitely a red carpet, not real life, not going to Publix to pick up some purified water like I'm going to do later on today look. It's still soft enough to be me. My eye is watering real bad over here, so we had a little bit of an issue with my concealer creasing. Furthermore, your girl is headed to Savannah next week to go get my tox updated. Yo, I'm registering expressions. I have such deep frown lines. Like my frown lines, they like oceans in the Atlantic, honey. And this is 8 months. Like I really pushed it this time because I hadn't been back to Savannah in a while. And if you know me, if you know any esthetician, like if well, if you know me, but if you also know like any other girls that get talks, they always talk about trusting your physician. Like, I need my nurse, honey, I trust her with my face. I've done facial balancing because after my weight loss, I lost a lot of structure in my face, along with the collagen, which is why I'm always talking about Black Girl Collagen, which I absolutely love. There's another collagen brand I'm thinking about trying as well. I'm going to put you guys onto that here shortly. I'm going to see how it works first. Not like I told you, I don't tell you to do anything that I do not do. I'm not going to suggest anything that I will not try or that I can verify that works. So I'm going to try her out, but I know Black Girl Collagen works. I just see it in my skin and my nails and my teeth and my eyelashes. Like everything about my body just feels a little bit more sustained and healthy. My elasticity doesn't feel so saggy. I'm a woman of a certain age. You guys got to remember, right? But I'm going next week to get my Botox updated so I can get some of these jelly rolls from under my eyes, because I'm seeing the creasing under my eyes is like, look at that. That's like a tear is under there and you can't even enjoy the look. Like, so I'm going to go get that done. Of course, I'm going to bring you guys with me, and I'm going to tell you guys about Essential Me Spa in Savannah. She's a Black esthetician. I trust her with my face. Whoever does your face. I mean, of course, I want you to go to Essential Me because she does very good work. Okay, very good work. I was starting to say, I got facial balancing done. So that means I've got filler in my cheeks, which helps them to sit up because they was not sitting up. And then I get Botox every 4 to 6 months. Again, like I said, I've been pushing it. I'm not that bad off. Like, I'm not super far off, but just further than I like to be with like the frown lines. Because again, because I have been having frown lines for so long, I do have like the creases in my forehead, which is not my favorite. So you don't like it, fix it. You don't want whatever you don't want about your body, go get it done. Want some new boobs, want a new booty, want a flatter belly? Honey, I am all for it. Make sure you vet her, make he or she, they, make sure you vet the person that you go to, make sure that you trust them, and make sure that you have reviews from somebody else. I like to see somebody else's work. I'm not trying to go in and just read the reviews, because did you buy those reviews? Are they real? Are they verified? Like, you just can't put no needles in my face, like run under my eye, and I think that, oh, just because it said it on Google, that it's the truth. Okay, so that's why I suggest, if you are in the surrounding areas, and I'm talking about Atlanta, Jacksonville, Columbus, Montgomery, take a day trip, go to Savannah, go sit by the ocean, wait for your appointment to start, get you some good food, get you some real good seafood, walk around the streets with a cocktail, because that's a thing in Savannah. You can go anywhere that you want, take it right out the restaurant if you like. Go enjoy that, go get you some Botox. I'm gonna list all the information about Essential Me, the company the spa that I completely trust to do my face. If you are in the surrounding areas, make sure that you look them up. And of course, I got a promo code for you, because I'm just trying to save y'all some coins. I want you all to be financially free and have all the things you want, but always to be able to save first. Get the things, get the bag, get the tox. Get the collagen, even. Get the collagen, but make sure that you use my promo code to go ahead and save yourself some money.